do big things. I love that shit. I love cool boy Steph doing this thing.
Many might not know this, but Jaron Ennis and Terence Crawford have a feud that has been going on for a few years now. Hank Lundy recently revealed that back when he fought Crawford, Bud tried to get Jaron Ennis to walk out with him in that fight. However, Ennis rejected Bud, which seems to have angered the undisputed welterweight champion.
He told them, what? Walk out with Crawford? I walk out with him. I ain't gonna ever show my face in Philly. And I respected that, you know what I mean?
Fan in Boxing offered his perspective on the situation and said that Terence Crawford trying to recruit someone as experienced as Ennis to walk out with him didn't sit well with the current IBF interim welterweight champion.
Enough talent to get Terence Crawford's attention that early in the career and to try to get him recruited to be somebody that would actually walk out with Terence Crawford.
Fan in Boxing went on to say that Crawford has always fought fighters his age and he will never fight young fighters such as Ennis, which is a reason why he's ducking Ennis.
Fighting guys that are basically in their 30s, people that are around the same age as him, have around the same amount of wear and tear as he does. He's not fighting guys like Jaron Ennis who are 26 years old.
So, what's the entire truth behind the Crawford-Ennis feud from years ago, recently exposed by Hank Lundy? It's actually deeper than what Fannin opined. Sit back and watch as we take a look at that and more in this video. The Terence Crawford versus Jaron Ennis drama got even messier with the recent revelation by former boxer Hank Lundy, who exposed the long-standing feud between the two fighters that has put a dent in negotiations for a fight. The boxing world is now buzzing with the revelation that Terence Crawford, one of the sport's elite fighters, attempted to recruit a rising star, Jaron Ennis, for a show of support during his 2016 fight against Hank Lundy. This story has added fuel to the fire of speculation regarding Crawford's view of Ennis's prowess and potential threat in the ring. Now, according to Lundy, during the lead-up to his 2016 bout with Crawford, there was an effort from Crawford's camp to have Ennis accompany Crawford to the ring. This is a common practice in boxing, where fighters often enter the arena flanked by figures who represent their team, their heritage, or their connections to the sport. However, Ennis, despite being at the dawn of his professional career, made a decision that would resonate deeply within the Philadelphia boxing scene. Ennis turned down the offer, reportedly stating, "I could never show my face in Philly again." This statement wasn't just about city pride. It was a declaration of allegiance to the local boxing fraternity and a reflection of the deep-seated respect for the competitive spirit that thrives within the community. For Ennis, walking out with Crawford, especially against a fellow Philadelphian, would have been more than just a breach of local solidarity. It would have been a betrayal of the unspoken bonds that hold the boxing community together.
They try to get Boots to walk out with Crawford. And one thing that I always respect.
Lundy's revelation, shared with a mix of respect and a candid acknowledgement of the competitive nature of boxing, sheds light on the intricate layers of loyalty that exist in the sport. It's not just about who you fight, but also about who you stand with and when. Ennis's decision to decline Crawford's invitation was a bold move for a young fighter, one that could have been seen as a missed opportunity for greater visibility. Yet, it was a choice that undoubtedly earned him the respect of his peers and the community at large. The incident also subtly hints at the recognition of Ennis's potential by Crawford's camp. The fact that they reached out to him even before he had fully established himself suggests that they saw something in Ennis. A spark of greatness, perhaps, or a future rival. Ennis's refusal to be part of Crawford's entourage is now viewed through the lens of his current status as one of the most promising talents in the welterweight division. In the end, Lundy's account is more than just a tale of a fighter's loyalty to his hometown. It's a narrative that captures the essence of boxing's rich cultural tapestry, where respect is earned not just through victories, but through the choices made outside the ring. Ennis's decision to stand by his city and its fighters is a testament to his understanding of the sport's deeper values: honor, community, and the unwavering spirit of competition that defines the heart of a true boxer. Now, Lundy knows Ennis well, which is why he warned Crawford about fighting young blood Jaron Ennis. Ennis is only 26 years old, making him a decade younger than Crawford, Despite his young age, he already achieved so much in his career. With an undefeated 31 wins in his career, 28 of them being via total knockouts, Ennis is a force to reckon with.
Philly support Philly. You know, he's a young champion. He's a young, hungry, upcoming fighter. He's almost there to be a champion. But I feel as far as him, like I told him, he's going to build his own legacy.
The 36-year-old Crawford says he only wants the big fights for the remainder of his career. But the only one that he's guaranteed to get is a rematch with Errol Spence Jr. Crawford won't get the silver tuna Canelo Alvarez, considering the Mexican star doesn't see any upside fighting a guy 3 divisions below his weight class. Crawford and Spence are expected to fight in early 2024, and if Terence wins, he'll likely start campaigning hard for a fight with Canelo Alvarez. When Canelo fails to bite, Crawford will need to make a big decision whether to fight IBF/WBA/WBC junior middleweight champion Jermell Charlo or WBO champ Tim Tszyu. Those are the only money fights for Crawford at 154, and neither will bring him the kind of dough that a match against Canelo would bring him. But given that Crawford isn't interested in taking on the big four of David Benavidez, Demetrius Andrade, David Morrell, Caleb Plant to earn the Canelo fight, he won't be allowed to face him.
So who would you fight at 68? Canelo?
If he win, or Charlo, the winner.
Wow. That would be crazy.
I want to be 3-time undisputed.
When Lundy was asked about Boots' chances against Crawford, he responded, "Does Jaron Ennis stand a chance against Bud? I'm going to be real. Boots ain't to be F*****D with, and I ain't saying that because I'm biased and because he's with Philly. A lot of people are going to leave Boots alone before he's young, and I ain't going to lie. Some of these young fighters' hunger and energy is crazy. It's not the same as fighting a guy that's your age."
They know what they doing. They gonna leave him the fuck alone. One thing about it, Boots is a big 47-pounder. And on both sides, man. I've been telling people this year.
Now, Fan in Boxing gave his opinions on the Jaron Ennis Terence Crawford drama. He also talked about why he believes Crawford is ducking Ennis. Fannon's analysis hinges on the story from Lundy. Fannon interprets this past event as an early acknowledgement by Crawford's team of Ennis's potential, a potential that Crawford now seems reluctant to test in the ring. The crux of Fannon's argument is that Crawford, despite his prowess and status as a top-tier fighter, appears to be sidestepping a confrontation with Ennis. This speculation is not unfounded. The boxing world has seen its share of strategic maneuvering where fighters or their management opt for paths that mitigate risk. Fannon suggests that Crawford's avoidance is a calculated move, driven by a recognition of the threat that Ennis poses, a threat underscored by his youth, energy, and explosive power. Fannon's opinions are not isolated musings but are echoed by sentiments within the boxing community, where there's a growing appetite to see the best fight the best, regardless of the risks involved. This desire for top-level competition is at odds with the reality of boxing's business side, where legacy, records, and financial considerations often dictate the fights that are made. Fannon's commentary also touches on the broader implications of such avoidance. If true, it sets a precedent that could stifle the sport's competitive spirit, where emerging talents like Ennis might be left circling the upper echelons without a chance to prove themselves against established names like Crawford. This, Fannon implies, is detrimental to the sport, as it deprives fans of potentially historic bouts and fighters of the opportunity to truly test their mettle.
Fighting guys that are basically in their 30s, people that are around the same age as him, have around the same amount of wear and tear as he does. He's not fighting guys like Jaron Ennis who are 26 years old.
Moreover, Fannon's perspective is not just about Crawford and Ennis as individuals, but about what their potential matchup represents: a clash of generations, styles, and ambitions. Ennis, the young lion, embodies the hunger and ferocity of the new wave of fighters looking to carve out their legacies. Crawford, the seasoned champion, represents the established order, the benchmark against which rising stars are measured. Fannon's insights suggest that the reluctance to engage in this generational battle may be rooted in a fear of the unknown, a fear of the youthful vigor and raw talent that Ennis brings to the table. The unfolding narrative between Terence Crawford and Jaron Ennis is a reflection of the intricate world of boxing, a world where respect, rivalry, and strategy intertwine in a delicate dance. The episode where Crawford's camp reached out to Ennis only to be rebuffed is emblematic of the nuanced relationships that exist between fighters, even when they are not directly competing against each other. At its core, the story reveals a mutual recognition of talent and potential. Crawford's invitation to Ennis was not merely a call for support, it was an olive branch extended towards a rising star whose trajectory seemed destined to intersect with his own. Ennis's refusal, grounded in loyalty to his city and a keen sense of his burgeoning legacy, was not just a denial, but a statement of intent. It was a declaration that he saw himself not as a supporting player in Crawford's career, but as a future headliner in his own right. This interaction underscores the complex calculus of boxing careers, where every decision can have long-term implications for a fighter's path. It's a world where the respect between fighters can be as fierce as their rivalries, and where the strategies for career advancement go far beyond the punches thrown in the ring. The decision to walk out together, or not, can be as strategic as any move made by a chess grandmaster. The refusal also set the stage for a potential future clash that fans and pundits alike can anticipate with bated breath. It's a testament to the sport's rich tapestry of narratives, where the stories outside the ropes are as compelling as the battles within them. The Crawford-Ennis saga is a reminder that in boxing, the undercurrents of respect and rivalry are always at play, shaping the destinies of those brave enough to lace up their gloves and step into the ring. But we'd love to hear your thoughts on the feud between these two. Do you think this feud can fuel a potential fight between Ennis and Crawford? Let us know in the comments. That's it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell for the latest notifications so that you never miss out on videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.